We are here. It's Sunday, running a little late this morning. Good news. We have our first guest that's going to be joining us on the League Pod this week. Very excited to welcome him in. Let's get to the recap of our week 2. Some great matchups in the league last week, so let's get right into it. First off, Dankees and Jabronis. I picked the Dankees in this one. I thought they would get off the snide. Javi made it happen. So 110 to 102, roughly 110.26 to 102.7. Big win here for Javi to get off the mat and pick up a win. Big Zay week, 22 points. And Drew just barely broke 100. Keon Coleman with a goose egg. A lot of underperformers here, some injuries to deal with. So Drew is now 0-2, looking for better things ahead in week 3. The Capybaras and the Beanbags. Legendary matchup. I picked the Capybaras to triumph in this matchup, and triumph they did. 162 points, 162.08. High score on the week, putting Geenan in the bags into the bag. 145.76 for the Beanbags. Man, this quarterback matchup, 10 versus 8. Josh Allen, 10. Jared Goff, 8. 28 for Cook for the Capybaras. 16 for Ramondre. Great help from the IDP kicker and special teams, which gave them over 40 points. Meanwhile, on the bag side, Josh Allen, not a great week. No production out of the tight end, not nearly the production out of the defense and special teams, but losing Pacheco, another blow there for the Bags. That's going to hurt. Shaheed on the bench, that also hurts. Maybe think about starting him this week, but a big win for the Capybaras. They go to 1-1. Geenan drops to 1-1. I correctly picked that one. Next up, Turkeys. Turkeys and Mr. I picked the Turkeys in this game, which was not the case. This is Alvin Kamara's week to blow up, as I think we all expected. 44 points for Kamara. Huge week for the Saints. Mr. I loses Tua. He drops with just 7 points, but some big questions here on the Turkeys side. Nothing out of Watson, 2 points out of Dell, 1 point out of Kelsey. So a lot of questions here. I did not expect a 132-point performance out of the Turkeys any more than I expected 158 out of Mr. I. Alvin Kamara being a big part of that. So they are now 1-1, as are the Turkeys. Next one, I picked Seattle over Bay State. Seattle did win over Bay State. A great win for Hart, and another tough week for Jeff. He drops to 0-2. Bay State searching for answers. Not sure where this is going to go for him. There's going to need to be some changes made, some things looked at. 0-2 is not the way you want to start. Hart with a big win, 152 to 118. You heard it here first. Next matchup, Florida, Miami. The Miami Flamingos against the Studio City Cavalry. Another one I picked correctly. The Miami Flamingos moving on in what was a pretty easy win, moving to 2-0. Dropping the Cavalry to 0-2, 153.46 to 119.02. Man, this was an easy win, and that was without much performance out of their quarterback position. 9 points out of Richardson, but really consistent performance across the board for Miami. The rest of the team here for Studio City, more lopsided. Their lower half, Pittman, Parkinson, Pickens, all kind of falling off and letting the team down there. I think better things ahead for Studio City. I think this team has the potential to be really good. I just don't think they're quite there yet. And you're going up against the champ. So what are you going to do? Another correct pick for me. Florida man moving on, going to 2-0. And then finally, this one, not a lot to talk about here, but the West Adams Wolfpack moving to 2-0. 147 to 87 over Porter and Caleb, the Rose City Ravens. Just a tough year for these guys, man. You can't lose your number one pick, your workhorse, your fucking points machine, and expect to just start rattling off wins. So they had their work cut out for them roster-wise before that happened. This is definitely putting them in the hole. So 4-2 the week for me making the picks. So that leaves 3 teams undefeated. Miami, West Adams, and Seattle. Miami and West Adams have already broken the 300 points scored threshold. The only other team in the league to do that is the Bags with 303. We also have 3 teams that have yet to win: the Cavalry, Bay State, and the Dankees. I would say some tough luck in there. 318 points against the Cavalry. Like I said, I think those guys have a brighter future than where they stand. We're going to leave it at that for the recap. I'm going to announce power rankings next week. So be on the lookout for that. And with that, I wanted to welcome in the owner of the New York Dankees, Drew, who's going to be our guest this week. Riveting conversation spanning many things, including our tease of the week. Let's get to that. Here we go. I'm happy to welcome the Dankees owner, chairman, founder, CEO,
front office,
general
back
manager,
office,
assistant general manager to
maitre
the
d'.
podcast, Drew Vahan. Drew Vaughn.
Thank you. Thanks.
I wanted to get everyone on just to and I'm happy that you're the first person to come on. And so I figured it would be great just to have a minute for you to have the floor, introduce yourself to anyone that hasn't met you, like on Hot Ones. They're like, tell the people what you've got going on, that kind of thing.
Without eating all the spicy wings. Yeah,
right.
No, I'm happy to have me. I love this league. I feel like it's so fun. I love the text thread with a bunch of guys and that I don't know. And just sending random shit. I think it's a lot of fun, and I appreciate all of y'all. I live in New York City. I'm a director. I know Maxwell from another league that we were in, and have like only known Maxwell kind of through stuff. And it's just been like a fun thing to jump in. And I think I won the first year I was in it, and then I think I came in second place the next year, and I'm currently sitting dead last. Not a whole lot of hope, so I just want to put it out there. I am open to trades. I am open to all sorts of things. I know Maxwell won't trade with anybody. I offered him Rashee Rice 3 times at the end of the last season, and then this year in the draft, he took him he was drafted the spot right before me, and I texted him so mad, so pissed off, so frustrated at the absolute balls on this guy to draft Rashee Rice. Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad.
It worked out so well for me. I was very happy with that. And just looking back, so your first season was 2021. These were the CD's nuts days. You finished third year 1, 9-5. Took it all year 2. And that was like a sneaking year because you were 8-6.
Yeah, we really came alive in the playoff run there.
Yeah,
we found our mojo. We started working together.
The interesting thing is looking at average points too. So your average points have been consistent. 2021, 143, 2022, 140, 2023, 144. So the championship year you had the lowest average points.
Yeah, defense wins championships. We are really great defense.
Look, you've got a championship and a top 3 finish. I feel like you've been a very good, if not great, franchise over the first years of your existence in the league. So,
a little rocky start, but we're back. Look, this is a strong.
Yeah, this year's a little bit of a different, right?
It's been a screwy year already. Just the amount of injuries and people that are already out.
Yeah, I think the amount of injuries is crazy, and you right now. You're still looking for your first win, if I'm not mistaken.
That is right? You're not mistaken. You are definitely not mistaken.
All right. So let's just talk really quickly about, I know I sniped Rice from you. Are there any other draft beefs that you want to share with the league while I have
you? No, my eyes, I just saw red when that happened. And I think I blacked out the rest of the draft. And that's why I am now stuck with, the dog shit team that I now have. I don't know why I thought DeAndre Swift, man, this is going to be I really think this is going to be a good year for him. Because I knew Caleb Williams was going to be terrible and they're going to have to give it to him, but that hasn't stopped him from being terrible.
Really? You're on the Caleb Williams is terrible.
Caleb Williams he's a bad football player. And I think most people I think USC is the most overrated team in football next to Notre Dame. I love betting against USC like I did last night and winning like $50. It feels so good. It feels so great. Go Dogs.
Somewhere Jeff and the Bay State Breakers are crying. He was at that game actually yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were texting a little bit. I actually was rooting for SC because I hate U of M so deeply that I would actually root for USC, which I'm not a big fan of either. And I mean, if my enemy is my friend. Yeah, I don't know, man. So you didn't start Harrison last week. Are you starting him this week?
I'm starting him this week. I think I think Tyler Johnson, I think with Puka out, and I think he's going to just gobble up some catches. I'm nervous about, I got Keon Cullen and Shakir. I don't trust either of them this week, honestly. But I know
they're both Bills. Those are the Bills guys, yeah?
Bills guys, yeah.
I like that you have both of the Bills guys.
The fact that I got both of them is probably an issue, right?
It's like you're at the roulette table and you're like, I'll go red and black. I'm on both.
I bank both. Yeah. Let me. It's gonna hit green. It's gonna hit 0.
Yeah. Yeah. So so let's just let's do a little preview here on the week. So you're up against Porter and Caleb. I feel like Porter and Caleb are the Rose City Ravens, as I dubbed them in our franchises. They've not had the best luck.
No.
They haven't been the most attentive owner GM combination, but losing McCaffrey is a tough one to come back from.
Big loss.
Unless you have a really bad week, I think you're going to walk away with this one.
I feel like
that's the case.
This is my week to lose.
You get a win in the win column. Porter and Caleb is 1-1. I don't know how that's even a thing, but you are 0-2. You need a win. You got to get one.
We were talking.
It's got to start somewhere.
There's a lot of. We've been talking a lot, and we've had the meetings. We've been watching tape, really going back over it. I feel strong in my guys this week. They're excited. They're excited to bring a win to New York this week.
You have a 3-game win streak against these guys. Although what's funny is you're 3-3 all time, so you started 0-3 against these guys, which is also impressive. So, yeah. So I think we'll chalk up a win. All right, Studio City, the Cavalry 0-2 on the year, and Mr. I is looking really good. What's your feeling on this? What's your feeling on these two rosters? 5-4 all time, Mr. Irrelevant. 5-4 against the Cavalry, 2 wins in a row. And the last time they played, Dave smashed Dinsky by about 70 points.
Jalen Hurts can go off, and he can, on the right day, score 1 billion points, right?
Yep.
Joe Burrow on the best day can score. So there is the just go off factor, right? Steph Diggs, he could go off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Dinsky has yet to set his lineup. He's missing a guy. We actually pulled off a trade this week. I traded New York workhorse Devin Singletary for oft-targeted little hit George Pickens by Justin Fields, who's still learning how to throw in the NFL. This one might be the game of the week. The Turkeys, a.k.a. Riyadh season, against Florida Man, a.k.a. the Miami Dolphins.
That's the name.
Yeah, Chris and I, we went to a boxing match here in LA. Yeah. Which was Riyadh season.
It's very strange. I don't know what's going on. I watch those boxing matches. It's really odd.
Yeah, but I feel like this is... so Chris's team I shit on, he didn't auto-draft this year for the first time, I think, ever. Eric has been really good in this matchup. He's 6-3 all time. I feel like Chris could be 2-0 on the year, but I feel like this is the game of the week. I feel like it's going to maybe be the most high scoring.
I'm pretty jealous of both of these. But look, you have Devon Achane now. He's just going to be given the ball 1 billion times the rest of this season. Which is going to be huge. Jonathan Taylor, I think he's great. He has a ceiling because that team is only so good. Anthony Richardson, a little more bearish than bullish on him, but I think he's gonna do enough. Saquon looks like a new man at the Eagles.
A couple scary rosters.
For
sure. These guys, I feel like both could be playing deep into the playoffs. I think I'm gonna go with the Turkeys and Riyadh season in this matchup, only because I think AR is still figuring it out, and I don't know what DJ Moore is yet.
Right.
Your boy Watson in Cleveland throwing to Cooper. I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he has 5 receptions for 26 yards. Like, Amari's not scoring points. He's making up a lot of points with Jordan Mason, with Saquon.
Oh yeah, he had that Saquon 3 touchdown game in week 1 and the Jordan Love game before he got hurt. But I think you could say the same thing. What is Tank Dell? Where did he go in the offense over there? The Jacksonville offense is MIA. Kelsey has been MIA. Yeah. He's really been saved by Williams and Achane, and to a certain degree Monty and Jackson. But I think, yeah, this is a toss-up. But I'm gonna go with the Turkeys. So
I'm going Florida Man.
You're going Florida? Okay,
I'm locked in with Florida Man.
I like it. Capybaras and Breakers. This one's already underway with Ramondre dropping like a negative. I don't know what happened. I didn't watch this game. I could give a shit. We could probably ask. Dave. He definitely watched it.
The whole game. It was like I've never seen a capable Jets team play, and that was a weird thing to watch.
Garrett Wilson's awesome. Breece Hall is awesome. I actually really love their backup there too that Jeff has on his roster, Braylon Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Bay State's kind of the Jets. He's got Breece, he's got Raj, he's got Allen. Anyone wants to trade a Jet they have to Jeff, I think he's open.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold has looked like he's actually an old Jet too. This is a weird one. I feel like, look at this line. It's like Darnold, Charbonnet, because Kenneth Walker's hurt. Jennings, because the entire Niners roster is hurt.
And Charbonnet's had a good year.
This is wild. I think the Chicago defense is a good play with AR. He probably will put at least one pick up there. Let's see. Matchup wise, Capybaras have the edge. They've won the last 2, 4-2 all time. I'm picking the Capybaras. Goff rebound week, Bijan rebound week. And I'm pandering to you being a Falcons fan.
Look, Bijan's gonna have a huge week. That we all know that.
You going with Capybaras or Breakers?
I'm going Capybaras.
All right. I just think Jeff has too many question marks.
Yeah.
Olave, has Olave done anything this year? Really?
Olave had last week. He had a pretty good week.
Yeah. Andrews, kind of the same thing. There's a lot of guys here that should be doing good for Jeff that are not.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I think that'll be a good game. But all right, next one. The Seattle Kraken and the Chicago Beanbags. This one goes way back, 20 matches all time. Nearly split. The Bags lead 11-9. They have lost their last 2, so Hart's been making up ground. The last matchup was 156.96 to 153.08. That's a high-scoring fucking game. This one right now, Sleeper is saying 142 to 130. The game already started, obviously, because we're doing this on Sunday morning. Jets defense, Jets kicker. Lots of Jets in the starting lineup this week. Maybe because it was New England, but what do you think here?
Look, I don't like saying this, but every time I play the Bags, I never feel good going into it. I'm always like, something's gonna happen, something weird. I just never have the assurance that I do against when I play some other teams. And I'm like, I'm gonna have a good week. I always feel like some of these games against the Bags have just gone tits up on me, and I think this team pops off. I think they follow a really tight game script every week, and I think that pays off for them really well. I like what their organization's doing over there. Yeah, we're stealing their hand signals too this week, so that's the that's the good thing we're doing. Yeah,
the classic Geenan teams of the early years of the league. I gave him shit about this, but he would, even in his latter years, he would draft Matty Ice regularly. That was like a mainstay on the Bags roster. Yeah, Geenan is a Michigan boy like me, but yeah, he would always have a little Matt Ryan action going. I feel like, man, Hart 2-0. This is, I know this is no disrespect here to Hart, but I'm looking at this starting lineup and I'm like, how is this lineup 2-0? Like, Dobbins feels like a overproducing 2 Tampa Bay wide receivers just because of Baker Mayfield going nuts.
Who, of course, everyone knew that was going to happen too, right?
Yeah. I guess he's missing Mixon this week. He's got 2 tight ends out as well. I'm picking the Bags here. I'm picking the Bags, not in a runaway, but comfortable.
I think it's going to be an easy win.
Easy win. Okay. We're both on
win. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. West Adams against the Jabronis. There's some curse that Javi has told me that I have every time I pick him to win, he loses.
This might be the other game of the week.
This is a 50-50. I don't know how this.
Project to the decimal.
Oh my
place.
god. It's literally 136.54 each.
Would there be
That's
another
crazy.
graphic that says "Game of the Week" come up again here?
I don't have a game of the week graphic. What do you think of those graphics? You like those?
I love them.
I
I
feel
love
like
them.
they're fun.
It is so cool. It is so.
It is
fucking
fun. It's a lot of fun. I was deep in it in the off season working on that stuff.
You're gonna have a job at Fox Sports at the end of this.
So, yeah. So, dude, dead heat all time, 3-3
Wow.
all time in 6 matchups. Javi took the last one. It wasn't close. He won by 25. Fuck, I don't really know what to think about this one. What is your take on this one? Where do you think this is gonna fall?
I gotta say, I fucking hate rooting for you, Max. I never
Fair,
want you to
that's
win, and I hope bad things happen to your team.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Here's another pick that got taken was Zaire Franklin. I have snuck him. He is the IDP player. He has been like the best IDP player for the last couple of years, and I've been able to pick him up out of just like off waivers. So I didn't pick an IDP player in the draft, thinking I could get Zaire Franklin. He got taken. So Hobby, screw you. I think you got it. I think you got it this week. Kyler, he can have a big week. He can also not. I've had him before and had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, he's going to be good. Tyreek Hill, the person who you always need to produce a lot of points, is probably not going to. I think Jamar Chase, I think Joe Burrow, I think they'll have a better week than they have. So I think they'll knock out Brandon Ayuk. He always has big game potential.
Yep. It feels like you're leaning Javi.
I'm going Javi. No. Let me be
yeah.
super clear. Javi is going to. He's going to win.
destroy me.
He's not going to destroy you. I don't think he's going to dominate you. But I think he will have. I think it'll be a couple.
Listen, I'm going to go out on a limb here and pick myself. That's really the reality. I've got T. Higgins coming back. Derrick Henry's due. Kyler is. Listen, I think that I don't know what's the over under on the Detroit game. Do we even know? Like that has to be.
God. Yeah.
It has to be like 50. 51 and a half. 51 and a half.
I'm gonna go on BetMGM right now and take the under on that.
I like it. Okay, so I'm picking myself. Everyone's going ham. Javi's going down. Kyle Pitts is a fucking disaster. Why
You
would
get
ever
the
draft
no?
him?
You ever say that fucking shit? He's just he has a lot of potential, but doesn't have the right arm getting it to him.
Also, Andy Dalton is going to get sacked like 70 times by Max Crosby today. I feel good about that.
Andy Dalton.
All right, one special segment here. Drew and Max pick a tease.
A tease.
Yeah.
Okay.
You feel good about that? Let's do that. This is how we make money.
Yes.
So
okay.
I think we could do a 7-point tease. 3 teams. Do we like Vegas against Carolina?
Of course. Are you kidding me?
Okay, so let's lock that one in. So we'll go, that's -5.5, so that's plus 1.5 for that one. Getting points
Okay.
at home. What about, what else? Bucks +1 over Denver. That's nice. Denver sucks.
Denver does suck. That's an easy win. That's an easy win.
Just to recap, we're going Tampa +1 over Denver,
Okay.
Philly +9.5 over the Saints. That's risky. And Raiders +1.5 over Carolina.
All right.
I'm gonna put $25.
25.
That gets us $30. Okay. Thanks for coming on. This is awesome.
Thanks for having me.
This is great. This is fun.
This. You look great. Your records look great.
The records are here.
What's the record of the day?
Record of the day? Oh, I could show you this. This is what's on the deck right now. Glass bead games. Clifford Jordan.
No idea.
Yeah, cool, man. Hey, good luck today.
Best of luck.
I hope you get the first dub.